What I'm surprised is that this article even comes out at this time. We're in the age of like 𝗬𝗵 shut down, One Young shut down, and companies just laying off people. Whoa, what's this about? Like free lunch, flexiwork, subsidized commutes. Almost sounds quite tone deaf. And even if they get acquired, doesn't necessarily mean everyone is like swimming in money after that. There are a few people who will be swimming in money or playing pickleball in money.
That advertising company, I don't think they provide free lunch as well.
Not only dangerous physically, but I think symbolically very draconian, right?
Yeah, really the metal. If it was wood,
then just rustic. Rustic.
rustic. It's not kampung. You know what kampung? We give you wood.
Yeah, wood. Metal is just like prisons, yeah. I don't even know if they have this in prison or
So, over the past week, we've done something we've never done before. Because for the first time ever in the history of 𝗖𝗵, we have merch. Yes, after 740 plus episodes and so many requests, we've finally launched our online store. And in this first drop, you can get a 𝗖𝗵 t-shirt for ladies and gents, a 𝗖𝗵 cap in black or beige, or a sticker pack. And in the spirit of Christmas, we also have a bundle where you can get all three at a discount. Sales will be open till the end of 30th November. And we guarantee that whatever you get will reach you by Christmas. So you've got 2 days to make your order at 𝗖𝗵.com. And the link is also in the show notes. We're so damn heartened by the sale so far. And we're going to try our best to have more options to choose from in future. But we might not have the same designs. So if you want to be part of the OG class of 𝗖𝗵 merch, or if you're panicking to find a Christmas gift for someone who might be a fan of the podcast, please go check out the link. Thank you so much for all the support and love, and we promise to keep cranking the episodes out. And now, on to the podcast. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of 𝗖𝗵, your thrice weekly podcast where we talk about the hottest news with a touch of what, Terence?
good old humor.
Wow, feeling sultry, Terence.
I mean, just preserving my voice for our big trip next week.
What are you going to do on the trip that's going to require a lot of your voice?
No, it's just the weather. It's a change of weather. Like when you're in very dry, cold weather.
Yeah.
Things happen to your skin and your voice.
What's so pessimistic, Terence?
No, it's realistic. It's pragmatic, Harish.
No,
you
man.
see pragmatism as pessimism. You are like that
No,
classic
pragmatism is one thing, but it's an exciting thing. You're going to, just bring some 𝗵𝗶𝗀 and all that lah.
No, but that's the thing. I don't want to have to rely on all that to enjoy my time there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you talk normally and all, the spirit of, Christmas and winter will elevate your voice.
I'll be
Terence.
singing 𝗵𝗏 𝗓𝗃 all the way there.
That's right.
No, but I'm excited. I'm excited because I think you mentioned the last round. This is 𝗖𝗵 going out there, right?
Yeah.
First time for us, right?
First time for us.
Compared to like Ministry of Funny or whatever. This is 𝗖𝗵 spreading its wings.
Yeah, and super exciting for us. We are going to be in London from 2nd to the 7th.
Yeah.
We are trying our best to make a live recording / meet and greet happen on the weekend of the 6th and the 7th. So we're firming up some details. So we'll probably announce the exact timing, hopefully on Monday's podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so please stay tuned. We will be there. We already received some messages from people who are in London or at least in the UK. Very, very heartening messages.
Yeah, that's right.
So excited.
Yeah. What is the one thing that you're looking forward to eat or do there? Like consumer thing, like not say go and watch Premier League match or whatever.
I mean, I do want to check out the Old Chunky there.
Yeah.
Other Singapore eateries that are there. And those come to mind lah.
Yeah, actually, the 𝗬𝗏 thing is a good one because I've always wondered what is it like to eat like a hot curry puff in
cold
winter.
weather.
Yeah. Because I mean, if you imagine trying to bring it there, it's different lah, right? Where it's prepared there. Yeah, I always want to try that.
Yeah, that's true. Or like, I don't know whether the menu will be the same. They got the baby squid, the fried baby squid or something.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it being there. Or like a 𝗪𝗪 bao.
But even how they source the ingredients will be different.
So
that day I brought an 𝗲𝗵 friend, around the visiting Singapore. I brought them around. Then I brought them to eat 𝗪𝗏, the oyster omelette. Then they're like, oh, interesting. Where's this oyster from? Then me and my wife were like stumped. We're like,
actually, where?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to answer. Then I realized, like, in Singapore, when you eat oyster anywhere else in the world, then they're like, oh, this was like what bay in Australia and everything, and this farmer, then like, where's this 𝗬𝗵 oyster from? Then I'm like, I have no clue.
Actually, that's true. When you have the oyster from the shell, one big thing is the size of it, like. It's like a whole mouthful.
Yeah.
But the oyster omelette is like little broad bean size oysters.
Small, very small.
Oh,
I have no clue about the origins of it, but it's such a big thing for Westerners, right? Oh, where's this from? I was like, oh, wow, I don't know how to answer
you haven't cooked oyster, not with lime or a touch of Tabasco.
Tabasco sauce.
Tabasco.
Where's the Tabasco?
But they liked it.
Okay lah. I think they give that. Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
You know, like Westerners, when they don't like something, they'll say it's interesting.
They were visiting from where?
From the US.
I
So it's
see.
quite just a funny exchange like that. It made me realize, I really don't know where my ingredients are from. So maybe the squid that you eat from Old Chang Kee will taste different also.
Next time you ordering 𝗬𝗵, you ask, excuse me, uncle or auntie, where's this oyster from where? Which bay? Interesting. So I mean, aside from that, any English thing that you're looking for?
I guess just the Christmas, in the UK. I don't know if they do Christmas markets there. Like those in Germany are crazy.
Borough Market will be insane.
I don't know. Oh, you're very atas, I don't even know where that is.
You don't know Borough Market? Yeah. Oh my god.
Maybe like find something Paddington or whatever to buy for my
like
kid.
or eggnog. You know eggnog?
Oh yeah, of course, eggnog.
Yeah, eggnog or some mulled wine or something. Mulled wine you can actually get in Singapore.
Yeah.
You know what mulled wine is, right?
Yeah, but it's one of those things that you drink in Singapore and no shiok.
I tried making it last time. A couple of times. Once it came out, like, wow, fucking
But you got to
amazing.
blast aircon and then drink it. Then it feels shiok. Right?
I mean, it's like you're drinking hot tea or kopi, but it's mulled wine.
Yeah, but it's so hot in Singapore already. You drink mulled wine, like, doesn't have the kick of drinking.
You have it at night on a cool night, lah.
It has to be very cool.
You don't need to blast the aircon, Terence. You don't need to wear like mufflers or a scarf or anything, lah.
No, you probably have to be like naked in front of the aircon, then you drink it, then it feels shiok.
Yes, Terence, that's how I drink my mulled wine. And with all my friends, just like, okay, here's a glass of mulled wine, but you need to strip.
They go play strip poker and drink mulled wine. Very Christmassy kind of.
And you only get the mulled wine when you're completely naked. If you're in your underwear, sorry, you're just drinking tea or coffee.
Yeah.
Mulled wine is the prize, lah. But yeah, exciting times, man.
Yeah, exciting.
And hopefully, anyone listening to us in London, hopefully we can see you at our live recording kind of thing.
Yeah.
Recording on site from London. Big milestone for us, lah. 𝗖𝗵 goes international.
Yeah. But it doesn't stop us from talking about stuff in Singapore, right?
Definitely not. We will talk about stuff in Singapore while we're in London.
Yeah. Slightly English perspective. To
No
things,
English
I suppose.
perspective, yeah. But still got news to cover this week. I mean, ironically, the first topic is talking, during this festive season when people are thinking about holidays, the first topic is about work-life balance, essentially.
Yeah.
And the title of this Straits Times article is Back to Office. Singapore workers want free lunch, flexiwork, subsidised commutes, and etc. according to polls.
Yeah.
It's another one of those articles that's based on a poll. But, essentially, talking about how people are navigating. Because, I mean, we have covered before, like NUS, when they mandated everybody needs to return to work 5 days a week. We were not the biggest fans of that. You're seeing more and more companies mandate people come back to the office more.
Grab as well.
Grab also, yeah. But at the same time, you're also seeing the legislation kick in by the government where all employers are supposed to provide flexible work arrangements or FWA to their employees. And any request that comes in, I think they have 2 months to consider it. And if they reject it, they have to say why.
Yeah.
So a lot of things happening. But this article is based on a poll done by the JLL Workforce Preference Barometer 2025, which surveyed 500 Singaporean employees. I mean, at the crux of it, when you saw this title, what were you guessing the results of the poll will be?
I mean, I guess, I wouldn't be surprised that Singapore workers want perks, right? What I'm surprised is that this article even comes out at this time. I thought we're in the age of like 𝗬𝗵𝗂𝗁 shut down, One Young shut down, and companies just laying off people. Don't even talk about work-life balance. Is there even work? Is there enough jobs going around for people at this point? So I felt like, whoa, what's this about? Like free lunch, flexiwork, subsidized commutes. There are so many people who are being laid off and like still trying to find work, right? Like almost sounds quite tone deaf terms of this survey coming out this time.
Yeah, which is weird because when you look at the responses, right, I'm just wondering, they interviewed 500 Singaporean employees. Who the hell are these employees and what industries are they from? And that made me think also that I think the Straits Times didn't have much to talk about these past few days, especially in the career side of things. Because, I mean, the same thing about not providing the links to the surveys, which I guess I can understand as a publication. You don't want people to link off your website. But, I mean, you Google it, you can find the reports. But it really did feel like, and I mean, looking at the report, is a 13-page report. All they said was that they interviewed 8,700 office workers across 31 countries, mainly in North America, Europe, Asia Pacific, and the Middle East, all working in companies with more than 1,000 employees. So basically, the sectors were generally technology, banking, finance, professional services, and other corporate functions, with a mix of individual contributors, managers, and senior leaders. So when you look at it already, it's like, okay lah, this is not your regular worker. And it tends towards the more affluent lah.
And big companies lah.
More than 1,000 employees. Because, I mean, for example, one of the things they were saying that I found, you know, in the midst of all these layoffs, companies closing, companies going bankrupt, economy always on the brink of recession, apparently the most coveted benefit is work-life balance as opposed to salary. And I can understand why people prioritize work-life balance, but you know, like for a lot of people working, just having a salary job is damn important already. And in this day and age when cost of living is on everybody's minds, you can imagine, I would still think that salary is the priority for a large swath of people. So when you see this, you're like, okay lah, I think these people are not that rung of society that where a job, they just need a job lah.
Correct.
Which is a bit annoying lah.
The survey being annoying lah.
I mean, because they are making these statements based on what seems to be a very limited pool of workers. Like you read this article, you're like, oh, you know, like I think there was one thing about free lunch, like 40+% of the people of 41% of employees would like free lunches in return for adhering to return to office mandates. That's like 4 in 10. Like free lunch, I would still think is a minority of companies that offer that. Right. And for 41% to expect or request free lunches in exchange for mandate means it must be fathomable in their universe that, oh, a company that I would work at, there needs to be an option for free lunch. And I think what you're saying about the sample size or who they are sampling this survey with is important because they're obviously skewing towards, you know, larger companies and all. And now we talk about inequality between people in society. But even in industries, there's a lot of inequality going on now, right? The rest of the economy can be failing, but we know what is propping up the tech industry, like investments in AI, right? Like we hear about ridiculous pay packages that Meta is paying for AI researchers or people to like almost like hundreds of millions like in bonuses, that kind of thing. So those are the kinds of people in those kinds of companies that might be surveyed about what would make them stay with a company, right? So that's where, with that context, then you understand free lunch and all that. That's why that's such a big issue. Whereas everyone else, we are facing the dark clouds are, right? As Lawrence Wong is talking about, the dark clouds, the 12 cupcakes kind of scenarios and all, where, free lunch and everything is hardly even on anyone's mind at this point. And it doesn't even need to be those ridiculous AI companies. I think generally companies in tech and finance. And banking, I mean, we know of people who work there and they do have lunch provided, or at least they have some sort of catered lunch once or twice a week or something, which is really not the norm. And why this, I feel, is like problematic is because you can imagine, right, if people are looking for work, especially if they haven't worked in for a while. I mean, when we were working, the whole free lunch thing, I think it was only Google who offered. Facebook back then, now Meta. And it was like really like, wow, that's the only company that does it. If the expectation for anyone looking for work is like free lunches, it makes it hard for employers who are not in industries that they can afford to do that. And then if that becomes an expectation, when they see articles like this, they're like, oh, 41% of employees expect a free lunch if they want to they're told to return to work. We're like, hey, fuck man, what some companies can't offer free lunch.
Yeah. So an article like this really sets expectations wrongly for employees.
Yeah.
Or even just people who, maybe looking for jobs or what, thinking that we're still in that era of Google lunches or Meta canteen and things like that, right?
Yeah, that's right.
When, literally even our industry, media industry, there's a lot of shutdowns happening.
Yeah.
Right? Cinemas shutting down.
Not everyone is getting acquired by a major advertising company.
And even they get acquired doesn't necessarily mean everyone is swimming in money after that. Yeah. There are a few people who will be swimming in money or playing pickleball in money, but everyone else also might be worrying about, there could be layoffs as a result of this as well, right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that advertising company, I don't think they provide free lunch as well.
I don't know. I've never been invited there for a free lunch there.
Yeah. So, if someone comes to you, Terence, I really want to work with your team at Yala, but can you provide free lunch or not?
Yeah.
Then what do you say? I would say we got damn good 𝗬𝗵 nearby.
Yes.
Excellent. Amazing 𝗬𝗵.
The food options around us are pretty not bad.
Gotten better over the years. Gotten better over the years.
Yeah.
Survey, what other things stood out for you?
I guess they talked a little bit about it's hybrid work is more than just about working from home or working from office. Now people want flexi hours as well. That part I find it quite I guess if you are like a developer or coder or something who can work in a silo by yourself, then that is okay lah. But for the most part, I would imagine most jobs people actually need to have interaction, not face to face, but at the same time, real time interaction with people over calls and all. So not super realistic also to be able to set your own hours versus what someone else's hours are, right? So again, expectations versus reality.
Yeah, and maybe certain jobs, even more traditional office jobs, there might be ways to come up with flexible hours as long as the team is on board. So that's one thing. I mean, as much as it's easy to shit on the profile of people interviewed, and of course, in my mind also was thinking, wow, when I started work, all this was it's in my parents' generation, they were arranged marriage. Divorce was not an option. And then a lot of people stayed married. But the moment divorce became an option, the rates of divorce spikes. Of course, you can argue that, divorce might be better for the couple, which I totally agree. But I think back when we started work, this was not even something you could imagine. So of course, my first thought was wow, really people are getting the choice to be demand this or expect this. And the thing about, leaving for burnout and flexible working hours. But it did point out one thing that I didn't think about. I think they did specifically mention the demographic of caregivers. And at first I was thinking, wait, why is caregivers part of this demographic? But because the people they interviewed who are 30 and 40, especially in countries like Singapore, where 30s and 40s you might have kids and it's an aging population, which means you might also have parents to take care of. That I think is something that maybe wouldn't be accounted for 10 years ago because Singapore was not as old a population. I mean, all of us in our 40s, you have parents who are starting to get old, starting to make you realize, oh shit, the
caregiving arrangements are important.
It's important, right? So 10 years ago, maybe that wasn't part and parcel of it, or that didn't affect as many people.
Correct. So it's more than just employee mindset shifts, but it's almost demographical shifts in Singapore as well.
Which we cannot deny.
Cannot deny. And I think even thinking about work from home, work from office. Now, public transport, we talk about it all the time, being much less reliable, less predictable than what it was even, say, 15 years ago or what, right? I don't even say 10 years ago, because 10 years ago there were issues already, right? 15 years ago, it felt much more when you say you will get to a certain place on time and all that, no issues, right?
But got also a lot more options now.
Correct, also, correct. Yeah. So I think, but what I'm just trying to say is that there are shifts in society that also affect employee perceptions about things that go beyond just a mindset thing. Because what you're saying is very true. I remember 2011 or something, I was visiting friends in the US and one of them worked at Google and I was like, I want to go to your office and check it out. And I went there and I sat on the slide, came on the staircase, took photos, put online and everything. and people were like, wow, fantastic, you got to visit. It was almost like going to a theme park. Now it's like a dime a dozen already. Nobody really bats an eyelid as much already.
Yeah, and I mean, online, I saw some comments like saying, yeah, everybody wants free food until they realize they get sick of bento boxes because they get a bento box every day.
Or they get food poisoning for the bento boxes.
Yeah, no, but I mean, to me, like when years ago when I was in the corporate world, if you even have an option of a bento box, that's like, wow, that's awesome,
Yeah.
So yeah, I think one thing is we also cannot be stuck in the past. Right now, generally expectations are changing, but yeah, I guess the overall thing, the timing of this article or the survey, I guess the survey, there was a press release that came out on the 26th of November. So yeah, the news covers it, but maybe
a bit more nuance. They could talk about
more
nuances, right?
Yeah, and maybe just being a bit more clear about who was surveyed. Like if you download the report, then they would say, it tends to be like banking and all. But the Straits Times article just says we surveyed 500 Singaporean employees.
Yeah.
Then it feels like, hey, you got to set the context, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, still worthwhile to understand the perception of a certain demographic of Singaporeans, and also a realization that a lot of people might be having tough times, but there are a lot of people in Singapore who are like, woohoo.
I guess as an employer also, you and I, we read this and then we're like, okay, understand that that's what certain people have expectations of, right?
Yeah.
But maybe there will be a mismatch in terms if they come and talk to us about working with us and stuff like that.
Yeah. Or maybe we are even thinking like people would put us in the same sphere as banking and tech. They'd be like, Terrence, let's be real, okay?
Talent. Joining y'all, but
joining y'all. Oh my God, please.
Hey, I mean, but the truth is, there are people who we do get emails from people.
Yeah.
Who I don't know whether they want to escape the rat race or they just want to find something different in life. They have very, very professional backgrounds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They want to work with us too.
Yeah, those are the believers, man.
But no free lunch. Sorry.
Yeah, no free lunch. Yeah. We got free company during lunch, lah.
Free company.
Our company of our team, lah.
It's like listening to a free podcast during lunch. Yeah, the free podcast performance.
Live podcast recording every lunchtime.
Arguing about where to eat, which place has vegetarian options or Harish.
Actually, that's what we should put in our
perks.
Perks. Live podcast record. People pay to watch. You get it like every day.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it's a quiet news day in terms of like current affairs or politics, lah. Hello there. If you're new to 𝗟𝗵, welcome. We cover the news from every angle, no matter how controversial. And we're going to keep creating the best possible content for as long as possible. So it would mean the world to us if you could hit the subscribe button down below. It's free and it'll really help this podcast continue to grow. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for being part of our journey. If you've been listening to us for a while but haven't yet subscribed, all I can say is, why not? I mean, it's free and it'll take like 2 seconds. So just do it now. Come on, just do it. Just do it. Do it. Okay, I'm not going to stop until you do it. All right, done? Okay, great. Thanks.
But it's not quiet elsewhere though.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, people are really complaining about noise. And this bunch of residents, or at least like this town council is done with the noise and has taken like very, very, I say very drastic actions to prevent more noise from the pickleball community, right? And where is this place?
It is the badminton court at a housing estate at Indus Road, Block 77, Indus Road. So basically, there have been complaints about the noise created by pickleball players. There were pickleball enthusiasts who liaised with the town council to, just request to, find a solution that can make the most number of parties happy and hope that they would get back to them with a solution that, will not be too draconian. But then the end outcome was that they didn't do time restrictions, which is what the pickleball enthusiast was asking for.
Yeah.
But on November 19th, it was unveiled that in place of the posts where you can hang up your different types of nets, there were metal nets.
Yeah.
I mean, when you hear metal nets, you might have this idea, this draconian image in your head, and you might think, no, they won't do it that way.
Yeah.
When you look at the pictures, they did it that way.
So for those who are listening and maybe not understanding what we mean by metal nets, means that imagine what you would hang as a badminton net, right? Rather than like a soft net that you actually hang there, they've replaced them literally with like metal fences that serve as nets. But that means that these nets, metal nets, can't be lowered to allow people to play pickleball, or they can't be removed to allow people to play pickleball. So you can only play badminton and almost nothing else already, right?
Yeah.
But when you pointed out sepak takraw as well, like why can't people play sepak takraw if the height is the same as the badminton net?
Yeah, because a video done by a user and went on Stomp and all was lamenting that you can't play pickleball, but you also can't play sepak takraw. And when I googled, apparently sepak takraw and badminton nets are generally the same height. But where the difference comes in is if you ever watch people play sepak takraw, because it is almost like volleyball with your feet. They tend to graze the net or go very close to the net, and they're doing very acrobatic moves. So if you want to play sepak takraw here, you might get injured because literally, like what Terence said, if you imagine the soft part of a net, there is no soft part in this net. Every part of it is metal. Yeah. So it really is like a fence, and you can feel like livestock almost.
Yeah. It is kind of crazy. But I mean, even if you think about badminton and everything, the actions that you do when playing badminton, lunging forward, trying to reach for something that is like low. I can totally see the scenario. Someone lunges for a ball or the shuttlecock at a low angle, misses it, then like stands up straight away, and then like the head just hits the metal net.
Or you just trip and fall forward.
Exactly.
Any pickleball, you fall onto the net, right?
Yeah. And someone's gonna get hurt, right? So it's quite quite a drastic action. I did not foresee this at all. Like this was not on my list of like possible solutions to the pickleball noise issue, right?
Yeah, because I mean there is a court below my house there, and I can hear the pickleball noise. I wouldn't say it's reached a level where it's bothering me. I would imagine if I'm the flat like right above the pickleball court, I would be like, wow, this one. But thankfully there haven't been people who've been playing late also. But yeah, this kind of thing, it's almost like 10 times worse idea of, when those football, those void decks, there was like certain blocks with metal railings put to prevent people playing at the void decks. This is like a next level because it's like, say you play, but we're going to be metal though.
Yeah, metal.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And because my first thought was like, okay, this feels like you can still play, but when you look at the video and like really every part of it is metal, it feels... don't know the thought process.
But are you only changing tech now because you've tried pickleball now and like you're like part of the community? And
I enjoy pickleball. But like if you're playing at odd hours, right, that's where it feels like, okay no. Actually, if they play within a set hours, so far now, I think I'm still okay.
Yeah. I think that it's the hours that seems to be the bigger problem for people.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I would still, if possible, go to a place that is not so close to residences.
Yeah.
But I think now with pickleball being the hottest thing since sliced bread, it's tough to get courts.
Yeah, it's easy to pick up, right?
That's it's very easy to pick up. I mean, you are owner of new pickleball paddles, no?
You see all the newly minted millionaires from our industry also, like all over pickleball and everything, right?
Yeah.
It's like for networking and all that. But it is. I like racket sports a lot.
Yeah, but I was telling you, Terence, that it's not so much when you're starting, not so much about the racket, it's about the person, Terence.
What do you mean? As in what?
The standard of pickleball play. Racket.
Oh no! But you still need a racket to play, what? So you have to buy a racket. So it's not about a racket, but you still need to buy a racket, right?
Yeah, true. I mean, that's true.
Yeah, no. Of course, I've been playing squash a bit recently as well, and it's a very enclosed sport, right? Noisy, but because it's so enclosed, I don't think it disturbs the people who live near a squash court, usually like a condo or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But pickleball can be really noisy, That's the unfortunate truth about it. And when you talk to experienced pickleball players, they'll tell you, those foam balls don't do it for them, There's no sweet spot when they hit the ball.
Is in the alternative soft.
Yeah, the soft foam ones, which I've not tried, but it was just dismissed, basically, when I suggested it. I
mean, it's like even you play tennis also, right? So like, I mean, I've played hockey and all that, and sometimes when you hear the it really, it feels damn shook, and if you remove that, it feels a bit like not as shook.
Yeah. But noise also at the same time cannot we cannot downplay the impact of noise on people's mental wellness as well, right? I think there's a lot of research that if you live with a certain level, a certain decibel of constant noise, it actually will end up like raising your blood pressure over time, and it's unhealthy for your organs and everything. So it is something that we are all trying to grapple with now, and yeah, that in Singapore, unfortunately, because it's such a small place, we will have these things. But this solution, I think, cannot. This one really is like, it is not only dangerous physically, but I think symbolically, just something about it just feels really very draconian, right?
Yeah, maybe the metal. If it was wood,
then just rustic.
rustic. It's not kampung. You know what kampung? We give you wood.
Yeah, wood. And then like
metal,
a bit softer and everything. Metal is just like prisons, yeah. I don't even know if they have this in prison or not. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it just feels like sad. It feels soulless. And I mean, the silver lining is that we're seeing different measures be taken all around Singapore. I mean, we heard from... I heard anecdotally through another WhatsApp group that now country clubs are also having votes on whether to convert pickleball court, tennis courts to pickleball courts, and they tend to be very heated voting. Like the number of voters turnout has never been higher. And some have said yes, some have said no. You're getting some housing estates where they got restricted hours. You got some that I don't know whether they've closed it. This one is almost a bit antagonizing. Like, you can play, you play,
Yeah.
Oh, but we put the metal net,
I did not even know that there's this solution that exists to create like a metal net.
Yeah.
Who is the supplier who even creates these metal nets for them, right?
Yeah. I mean,
crazy.
You can imagine in places where, there's a badminton court, everybody agrees it's badminton court. These metal nets, actually, no.
It's dangerous to play with a metal net like that. That's the part I don't understand. Like, basketball as well, like when they have those metal
nets,
right? Okay
metal nets.
The nets being metal. Okay because it doesn't have the same chop, chop that people look for when they shoot normally, but you never have to actually physically touch that metal net, so it's okay, right?
Yeah.
But this one is like, I can totally see, someone just, the face just getting grazed all over this.
Yeah, so you start seeing people with the grit marks on the face.
And what happened?
You play Indus Road. You live at Indus Road.
Indus Road.
It becomes
Indus
a branding.
The Indus Road imprint.
Indus Road imprint. It's like a baptism of fire. You must fall once and get like a grit on your face, like that.
Maybe what needs to happen is that all the pickleball players who are very angry about this, they go and protest by going there to play there. Like one whole weekend, one whole festival.
Just with the higher net. Just play.
Just whack.
Just whack. But I mean, people also very eloquent and articulate about their comments, man. You get people saying where is the kampong spirit we grew up with? Last time we just brought a ball and everyone came together. No barriers, no restrictions. This iron net is more than a piece of metal. It's the first line of division of our community cohesiveness. Sports spaces should bring us together, not separate us by choosing winners and losers amongst the games we can play. So I mean, this reminds me of the tension between pedestrians and PMD users. It was growing. Then you got cyclists and motorists. Now it's pickleball and non-pickleball. Oh, it's another comment. Pickleball haters go the extra mile to destroy pickleball lovers' dream of playing the sport in public by putting a permanent metal net. When will this hatred come to an end?
I do think that maybe there's also the perception that a lot of people who are playing pickleball now or picking up pickleball, tend to be older demographic. Also maybe come from wealthier kind of backgrounds, where they can have access to courts and things like that. And because anecdotally, I'm hearing that a lot of older people are not even playing golf anymore; they're just playing pickleball only, right?
Yeah.
And we know golf was a very exclusive sport last time and all. So maybe that we're starting to also see the income divide, the income inequality also rearing its head in the sport, right? In innocent sport that young and old can enjoy, right?
Yeah. So I mean, maybe the people who they should another question about all the people surveyed in the first topic, right? Do you enjoy pickleball? Most would say yes. Feels like it's that sort of demographic.
Yeah, maybe work employees, they want flexi hours as well as pickleball courts.
Yes. But I mean, don't know what's going to happen. Feels like there might be something that might change there, or maybe it stays. I'm sure there'll be more videos coming up about it because actually it was installed like 10 days ago.
Yeah.
Don't know whether there will be, but yeah, pickleball is it's so ironic because it brings people together, but it also divides.
Yeah. Maybe if anybody listening to this who lives around there, like take a picture, go check it out, and like let us know what it's like on our subreddit, right?
Yeah. But yeah, man.
The news of the week. But what is your one Shiok comment as well?
One Shiok thing, one Shiok comment.
Yeah.
I mean, like the last episode about the backlash for PM Wong's comments on China-Japan tension actually kind of has gotten a lot of views on YouTube, a lot of listens.
Yeah.
Not surprising because the comments also very charged lah. But on a non-content related comment on that episode from Mr. Wood _𝗬𝗵 on Reddit, will Harish and Terence have a chance to visit UK Parliament? Will be interesting for me to know whether it is really that rowdy as seen on socials and news, or is it just blown out of proportion by the media? I mean, I don't know whether, I guess non-Singapore, non-British people can also enter Parliament. But it was like, hey, shit, wow, that would be interesting. I don't know whether Parliament will sit while we're there. I don't know whether we even have time to go. Yeah. But actually going to other countries' parliaments would be damn fun.
But I'm just imagining as a foreigner.
I can't imagine. Singapore, foreigners can.
I don't think so. You have to show your IC and everything.
Yeah, I can't imagine. It just feels too dangerous.
Yeah,
it just feels too dangerous. So, but
foreign
I mean,
interference,
interesting thought of foreign interference. Yeah. But that was my one Shiok comment. It was like, made me think.
My one Shiok comment, was also on YouTube from 𝗬liche 𝗬𝗵 9610 about our last episode about the backlash about PM Wong's comments on China-Japan. Watching this episode makes me realize why I like 𝗬𝗵. Both of you take turns expressing deep empathy for others, and that is rare. Nice.
Wow.
I mean, that's one of the nicer comments amidst everything else that is going on about the whole China-Japan thing. Very, 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 very heated. Very, very strong. Very heated. Different
a lot of people
opinions.
scolding PM Wong also, yeah.
Scolding him, but also I mean, some people will just dismiss them all as bots, but I think there are people who are raising, valid points, right, about whether do we move on from history, or is this even about World War II? Why are we talking about World War II when we're talking about the sovereignty of a country and things like that, right? So I think all valid points, but it shows you why this is one of those, this is why 𝗬𝗵 exists, right? To talk through these very contentious issues. And sometimes there's no right or wrong answer, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, thanks to 𝗬liche 𝗬𝗵 for appreciating that.
Yeah.
I mean, just a cursory check. I think actually foreigners might be able to attend Parliament, no?
Oh, really?
There's this one website that says Parliament is free and open to all British and Commonwealth subjects.
Are we subjects?
Are we Commonwealth subjects? I mean, we're part of the Commonwealth, right? We take part in the Commonwealth Games.
But I don't want to be subject to,
You don't want to go, masters. Be subjugate to our colonial masters?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's why. I don't, yeah.
Yeah.
Very much don't.
And what about your one Shiok thing, man?
My one Shiok thing is a recent video. I mean, I follow a bunch of tech, gear review channels. One of them is this guy, this photographer or content creator called Tyler Stallman, and he recently did a sponsored video for a new gadget, right? It's titled "An Exoskeleton for Everyone," the Hypershell X Pro. So now, tech YouTubers are starting to review exoskeletons that you can wear on your waist and strap to your thighs and bring you hiking. So it's quite interesting because he really is, as opposed to CNN reports on new technology. This is like a YouTuber reviewing a product, and he gives this.
Is it in China or?
No, it's Singapore. I don't know about Singapore. I mean, I think in US or Canada. Okay. So he literally gives this product to his mother-in-law and asks her to go hiking and try it out. He hands it to a very experienced hiker who practices hiking the same route over and over and over again. And then apparently the guy manages to improve his hike by 2.5 minutes, which is unheard of, right? In terms of being able to improve the timing of your hike, given
that's the
Hypershell X Pro. So it's a sponsored post, but I just found it interesting because we're finally getting to a point where rather than just review another slab of glass and electronics that is just another phone with a camera and blah, blah, blah. Now we're talking about stuff that actually impacts, people in the real world already, going hiking and stuff.
So he does this running 10 hours in an exoskeleton.
Did he run 10 hours? I don't know. Maybe that's another person, but this one is just...
Tyler
Stallman. Oh, okay.
Tyler what?
Tyler Stallman.
Oh, this is Tyler Sattari.
Oh, maybe
just so I got two different Tylers.
Yeah. But this one is kind of interesting, because normally he reviews like phones, photography, products, or, the Apple MacBooks and all. Then now he's like reviewing exoskeleton and applying those principles of gear reviews to something that, actually, if you go traveling and all, it could be useful. Like, it's like, there's literally a battery that you plug in USB-C and you charge, then you wear it on your waist, then you walk around with it, and it's just an interesting...
So at the end of it, what was his review? It's
a sponsored post, so you take a picture of someone. But he said his mother-in-law seemed to really help her. He said 20 minutes in wearing it, you kind of forget that it's even there. And it doesn't replace the act of walking, but it just makes you last longer on your walk. You won't feel as tired as before.
Oh my God. Can you imagine next time packing your passport, clothes, your exoskeleton?
Exoskeleton you brought
I forgot to bring my exoskeleton.
Okay, never mind. When you go there and buy, maybe you can get tax-free.
Yes. Or we can rent an exoskeleton. You know your exoskeleton size? 38, right? Holy mama.
So yeah, it's come down to the consumer already. Yeah.
And I would imagine the thing about wearing these kind of things, you're just afraid it might go berserk, right?
Yeah.
But he will actually walk on the cliff and all, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's quite interesting.
Oh my God. Wow, cool. My One Shiok Thing is an announcement that came about yesterday.
Oh, yes.
That hashtag #GavIn, man. That Gavin Lee has been offered. I think all signs point to him really taking it full time.
Sure, yeah.
That he's going to be the national head coach of the Singapore men's football team on an 18-month contract.
Yeah.
So that's fucking great. And interesting that I'm just so glad that we got to interview him.
Yeah.
In the lead up to that.
I want to take some credit for this happening as well.
That's true. That's true.
We literally had an episode where we spent 30 minutes saying that FAS needs to do this, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they listen and now they're like, yeah.
Yeah, actually, we can take more credit than that. Gavin came on our podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Probably spurred on fans to go watch the game. That led to the win.
Yeah.
Then we petitioned for him to become head coach.
Yeah.
I think we're friends of FAS already.
Yeah.
Yeah, friends of FAS.
Gavin. I'm just glad that we literally were there pretty much along the way of this all happening, right?
Yeah.
It was fun.
So, all the best to Gavin. Super excited. I'm just so damn excited that he's head coach. Next year, there's the ASEAN Cup. And the next 18 months going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So, and hopefully we'll have him back. I
hope so. Yeah. If you want to see Gavin back, please, just ping on social media or on Reddit and all.
Yeah, just make some noise. Yeah. So that's all for today. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast and if you haven't told at least one person about us who may not have heard of us, please do. Please also follow us on our social media, so Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and Telegram. And if you want a weekly list of all our One Shiok Things from our episodes, you can sign up for Your Little Bit, our weekly newsletter at 𝗖𝗵.com.
And if you want to work with us, please email us at contact@ministryoffunny.com or just go to the contact us page at ministryoffunny.com.
Sweet. So remember, news about our live recording in London coming up in the next episode. We'll talk to you all soon and hopefully see some of you soon.
And share a curry puff with you all.
Oh yeah, man. Cool. Thanks for listening, everybody. And we'll talk to you all soon.